Kevin Mayo, the Amazing Beer Drinking Man, and today we're doing Dogfish Head Indian Brown Ale. So we're going back down to our friends from Milton, Delaware, Dogfish Head Brewery, who they tend to do a lot of really over-the-top hoppy stuff, famous for their IPAs. And this one here is supposed to be a brown ale, but they say it's also a cross between a Scotch Ale and an IPA, so it's doing a little bit of everything. It's got brown sugar in it, it's got a lot of hops in it, it's got a lot of sweet malt in it, so it's supposed to be quite complex and quite good. We're going to go ahead and give it a crack and give it a try. As always, if you like our videos, please subscribe. We're always looking for new friends. Please leave comments. We'll be happy to reply. Let's give this a pour and see what we got. I've been really digging brown ales. It's one of those things that I've really come to enjoy as I've branched out in what I drink over the years. Oh God. Lots of sweet coming off of that. I haven't even got that far. Let's take a look at color first. It's dark brown. I'm sure on camera it's pitch black, but off to the side at the light, it's maybe a dark red. You can see through it a little bit. Actually, it's probably a very traditional amber ale. Medium brown head, or even a darker brown head. What do we get? A fairly aggressive pour. I've got a finger and a half of head. Looks like we're getting a little bit of lacing on the sides here. Let's go ahead and see what we got for an aroma. I'm getting the malt, that really cereal bread malt flavor, very strong, which is typical of a brown. Just a hint of citrus, some dark fruit, plum raisin. Again, malt. As soon as I started it, I had swirled it around. I just got that bread malt and some sweetness. The brown sugar is definitely coming through too. Oh, definitely the brown sugar. Browns usually need to be a little warmed up. I've had this one sitting out for a while. Hopefully we have enough flavor on it. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Enough flavor on it, enough heat on it. Very, 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 very interesting. I don't know if this even fits a category. It's definitely a brown, but it's got the, like I say, a cross between an IPA and a brown. It's definitely got the IPA bitter at the back end of it too. This is 7.2, by the way. It's not a session beer in any way, shape, or form. You get that earthy, bready malt right up front. That's your first flavor. You do get a bit of bitter aftertaste, not IPA bitter, with that real solid bitter that lingers on your tongue, but you do get that bitter aftertaste. And actually, as the aftertaste dissipates, as the bitter dissipates, you still taste that almost like a porter or a stout, that dark chocolate at the back of your throat. This is a wonderfully complex beer. I'm thinking it's going to rate pretty high. That and the fact that I'm going to be chugging it down here because it tastes so damn good. Mouthfeel is decent. It's a little bit of a dry beer. This is definitely not something you're going to use to slake your thirst on a summer day, which makes sense. At 7.2, you'd be dying. This is a very good beer. I like it a lot. I think it's going to get 5 caps. In fact, I'm sure it's going to get 5 caps. I use a 6-cap rating system where 0 is just awful, can't drink it, and 6 is just great. And this is definitely a 5-cap beer. I like this a lot. There's just things going on all over the place. You've got a very you know what it is? It's very balanced. You've got a nice malt up front. You've got a little bit of bitterness and hoppiness. You got some sweetness in there. Dogfish Head, you really nailed it on this one. This is a great beer. 5-cap beer. I think if you try it, you'll really enjoy it. Until next time, this is the Amazing Beer Drinking Man.